Okay, so I didn't let them introduce themselves, but we're playing with Dragon, Synergy, Dirty Dan, and Bone Bros. I will refer to them as those names. Gamers. It's a custom 2v2 this time, supposed to the 1v1 that we had last time, and they chose to ban Sophia. I don't know which one of them knew that was his main. I'm assuming it was Dragon, as Dirty Dan has not played this game in a hot minute, quoting himself. I will let them change up the teams in between rounds if they wish, but if they want to stick, I'm not going to do anything about it. So they banned Jackal, which is just a capital choice. He's a very common ban. And Vigil, that intrigues me. Why would they ban Vigil? I don't know much about Dragon or Dan's mains, so it could be something to do with them. And they banned Oryx because I'm pretty sure that neither of the people on the orange team have the new operators, while both the people on the blue team do. Okay. Main entrance where bonus spawning. They're both spawning main entrance. Caviera and Lab and Dragon has not chosen operator. Mozzie, Ash, and Amaru. Okay. Let's see how this works out for them. Okay, Mozzie is gonna place down his pests. That one doesn't fully cover up the doorway, so it could still sneak a drone around. But the other two doorways were fully covered, so there's no worry there. Bone Bros' drone's about to get caught in a pest, and there it goes. Now the Mozzie is controlling the pest, finding a location for it to camp. Does not feel like that he's going to do much counter droning. It feels like he's going to use them as solid cameras. Dan as Caviera has pushed slightly away from the objective, peeking around corners, although the round just started. I don't know what info they know about each other. This is much different than last time because now you got to account for the two people, and it's going to be a bit harder to commentate over, but it's going to be more interesting. So Ash, we can see, is trying to peek this wall, making sure no one's over there. He's going to drone it out. Normally, I find droning on casual custom games to be kind of lame, but I treat this as a competitive scene. Maru died due to the Mozzie camping upstairs, and now Tristan is out of drones as they are both captured by Mozzie. Tristan's going in for this quick plant, but is probably going to lose his head because of it. He's on very little HP and is a one tap to anything and cannot aim. This is the warm-up match for I believe for both Dan and Bone Bros, but I believe Dragon and Synergy have played matches before this. Mozzie's using red dot. Some people will criticize that, but I am personally indifferent. Main entrance, bonus spawning. He's spawning main entrance again, although that round didn't go too well. Let's see if they can treat it better. Dragon is going Mozzie once again. Nope, he switched it up to Echo. He seems to be liking the droning characters. They have an Ash once again. I think James is going random ops like he was in our 1v1s. But we have a droning operator and a cam operator on defense. This will give them plenty of intel, although I did not see Mozzie using his drones much last round, nor did I see either of them going on camps. I don't think it was too necessary, as that last round they pushed in very quickly and didn't play it too tactically. So this Echo's probably gonna go plant his 2 drones and the objectives. Oh, he's moving this one out of the objective. He planted both his drones in the same objective. I find that to be a bit confusing. He would need that. He pushed downstairs to probably go onto his drones without being detected. Both of his drones are in the same room, which I find to be an interesting choice. Attackers found bomb B. And they're still droning it out because I don't know if they know which operators have been chosen. We're playing... yeah. So, the defenders are using cams this time, unlike previously. Neither of them have decided to reinforce or use their gadgets. I understand the nitro cell not being used, but this Echo could make some valuable use out of his deployable. He still has not moved either of his camps out of that room, which I find to be a bit interesting to keep them both in there. I believe Echo knows where the general location for the 2 of them. He will see this drone coming in through the hole and see it, meaning he most likely knows that they're in that area if they are able to drone through that hole that quickly. As we can see, the Valkyrie is playing a bit more aggressively, staying right near the doorway, while James has gone inside and Tristan has stayed. I'm sorry about that abrupt silence. I had a bit of an interruption. So it seems that the attackers were able to plant the bomb. The defenders haven't figured out a way to get in there. The Valkyrie is still relying on one of them being outside, although neither of them are. Valkyrie's getting shot from behind, isn't even looking behind herself, and died because of it. Teabagging is not necessary in this, but they still find it to be enjoyable. Right now, both Dragon and Bone Bros have the same KD, whilst Dan and Synergy also have the same KD. We usually see Synergy as the better player, as one of the better players here, but he has not been able to show off his game. So this should be their last round as defense for this game, unless we go to overtime. They have chosen to go Mozzie and Pulse. Mozzie and Pulse. Dragon has only gone Mozzie and Echo, 2 droning characters on defense, while Dan has switched it up every round. So Mozzie was able to capture the drone while Dan was trying to peek it and try and shoot it. Now we're into the action phase. Don't know where the attacker spawned, could not locate them. And now we're sourcing them. They spawn more towards the main entrance, as they have been. Although it hasn't worked, it did not work out the first round, but did work out the second round. I don't know if anyone knows where the others are, but based on where that Buck was looking, he might. That Pulse is looking in the completely wrong direction with his cardiac sensor, might have been able to see the Buck. The Pulse knows where the Buck is now due to the cardiac sensor. Nomad air jab was able to go off. I think that frag grenade might pick up some damage. Nope, it did not. If this bug could push around while the nomad stayed out here, that could be useful in play. The Pulse has been peeking these windows. Dan has been peeking these windows a lot, including the previous round when he was on Valkyrie. Pulse was able to shoot out the air jab before getting hit by it, but got detected by the drone. That's why the air jab was placed right there. The Pulse was able to take out James and take out the intel. The Pulse got killed by the Buck, however, so now it comes down to a 1v1 with the Buck being slightly damaged while the Mozzie's full HP. Buck ends up dying, and defenders win round 3. So, a Legion from Bone Bros and Echo from James, these are both characters that I know them for playing. I know that Dan does play Ashe a decent amount. He does not appear to have either of the elites though. We got Maverick coming in from Dragon, so they at least have a hard and a soft feature, and they have the leg up on the competition. Bone Bros is roaming around, finding the perfect spots for his Legion Goomlines, while James is throwing out his drones and finding spots for them to rest. I know James's game plan with drones are usually he has one that will roam around and has one that will anchor in location. I don't know what Tristan is trying to do with that drone, but he just waited until action phase when, unless you have changed your settings, to automatically get off the drone. So he was able to pick up the intel kill there. First reinforcement we've seen this entire game. Decided this wall might be vital to reinforce, although they do have a Maverick that can still bust through that wall if he did the trick where you destroy the hard wall in a certain area and are able to have to reach it. We can see Dan with his nice black eyes creeping around the downstairs. As Ashe, he's just looking each room he passes by, making sure to not be caught off guard. He's creeping up closer to OBJ, and as he is getting closer to the objective, is ADSing. Maverick is... Where is Maverick? Maverick's still on the bottom floor. He placed a Claymore. Oh, he is not on the bottom floor. Oh. There's the Claymore. Oh, now Maverick has gotten into a fight with, I believe, Legion. Neither of them dared to peek it too much. No, that was a fight with Echo, not Legion. Legion's about to get into a fight with Ashe. It's a good thing Ashe had not. If Ashe had placed the diffuser there, that would have been an automatic loss either way, because Legion had impacts that could destroy the hatch below. So we got Twitch from Dan, another choice that I commonly see of him, Finka from Dragon, Frost from Synergy. And Mozzie out of bone. Okay. I noticed they like switching up what operators they do play. Okay, so he's gonna place one of his stress mats right by that main window. One by the big door, I'm going to take an assumption to. He is using the shotgun on Frost though. Barricade up the door. We're starting to pop a hole in the wall to peek the window. Having a long hole like that could come to screw him up if he gets peeked from the side. He has essentially made a hole that's about 9 Habana things, maybe slightly less than. He's not placed his last welcome mat yet, but is going to reinforce the wall by where he wants to place one. They are fortifying up the objective, and the enemy team does not have a hard breacher at this time. We can see Frost camping at corner, and then honestly still walking between the objectives because the enemies have not pushed the most common spot to be pushed. That window. As at least one of them are on the other side of the building right now. Peeking up the stairs, I don't remember whether or not they detected the objective. I believe so, as James came into a close encounter with a drone and was able to pop it. Okay. Finka is playing it careful, ADSing around every corner. They had not spotted the bombs, but I believe that they knew where the bombs were. Finka looks like she's about to push the objective with the diffuser in hand. There's a Frost right in between this wall from the Finka. Finka's listening for any sounds that might give away the position of the defenders while Twitch pushes around. Finka might push in while Twitch causes a distraction. This could be good, but Frost is just camping in a corner and is going to go on camps. Twitch, I believe, knows where the general position of Mozzie is, being in the corner by the door, and they were able to take out, the blue team was able to take out Dragon. They only have 15 seconds. Twitch has to push. Twitch knew the general location of Mozzie, but did not peek that side. If the orange team wins one more round, we will go into overtime on this map. They're going bunk and daycare with a lesion. Is he gonna go random? He has gone Frost. And Synergy Doc has only gotten 1 kill this game, same with Dan. Whilst Bone Bros has picked up 6 and Dragon has picked up 3. We're getting some shield action from the attacking side with the Blitz choice. Frost will just decide to shoot this wall, supposed to letting the Legion impact it. Legion might still just impact it. Rush is setting up the deployable in a hallway, placing the frost mat on the hatch based on the round previously in this map. In this objective, I should say, not this map. He's trying to get as close to the doorway as possible, so if anyone clips that corner too quickly, they will be snagged, because most people are probably going to ADS while going around that corner, so they will be snagged by the frost mat. Frost is peeking down the staircase that has most commonly had people going up it. Blitz has walked past that window that Frost pinged. So Blitz is no longer in the area. I'm curious what Blitz's game plan is going to be, being the first person to go shield this game. He is going to be more audible, though. He is having his teammate follow right behind with that shotgun in hand. They could probably push A right now and be safe. Does he see the frost mat? I do not believe so. He might see it but not want to shoot it. But he might just not see it. Legion speaking around the corner. He's Blitz was to focus on trying to shut out that Legion mine that he got shot from behind the soft wall. And then Frost was able to take out Dragon with a simple pistol. I believe that's it for that round, so I will unmute all of them and try to have a talk. Okay, hello, I'm streaming. Would you like to say anything about that match?
Yeah. Yo, Bone Bros. How'd you get me? I turned around when you blew through the wall. I turned around before you shot me. So did you shoot like the top of my head or something, or did it just like glitch, or was I lagging? Oh, I was turned around though, cause
For me, when he died, he was only half turned.
I heard you grab the grenade, and I was like, oh no, and so I turned around, and then you just shot me, like, through my shield, so I probably was just lagging or something.
I have a question. Would you like to keep the same teams, or go to different teams on this next map?
Different teams this time, just to mix it up.
You guys can choose the teams, I don't care.
Dragon Warrior was actually pretty good, though. He kind of carried me a little bit.
No, James, let's...
Majority wins, okay?
No, I want to switch it up.
Bombers, you want the same team?
I want to switch teams so we can tell whether or not the teams are being carried by one person or not.
I can admit Dragon
Get over here, Ethan.
Ethan, swap around with Tristan. Okay, there you go. I'm going to mute you all once again and go back to commentating. Yes. Okay, banning phase. Who do you think they'll ban? Do you think they'll ban a shield off on the orange team this time, or no? They banned Sophia once again, as that is Synergy Doc's main. I believe that they probably will ban, they will not ban Ash or Twitch, as those are Dan's mains. If Bone Bros and Dan were on the same team, they would ban Ash for sure, but Sledge to counter Dragon, if I had to take a guess, and then they'll probably ban Legion to counter no, Mozzie. I guess both of the defenders do play Mozzie, but Legion definitely came out with some good plays that last round. Okay. Okay. Frost guess James was playing a good amount for us, so that would make sense as a ban. They mostly countered James. I don't want to throw any slander, but I would say James is better on the blue team. And they are on attack. So going kid dorms and dorms hall. So they pulled out the Legion and Vigil. And the Buck and Ash. I thought he might go Echo as he was going Echo the last game when he didn't go Mozzie. He decided with the Vigil pick. So we're spectating Bone Bros, placing his Legion mods. I'm interested in what this Vigil is doing. Oh, I did not know I could simplify in these sidebars. Vigil is doing the best place, standing still for half the prep phase. And then they're going to actually reinforce this game, unlike normal. So Dragon and Bone, I don't know how much they played together. I know Dragon and Dan have not really played together all that last match, but I feel like Dragon and Bone have played together a little bit, so they might be able to coordinate a bit better. And I don't know how Ethan will coordinate with James or Synergy will coordinate with Dan. Yeah, James is Synergy, Dan is Ethan, Dragon is Dragon, and Bone Bros is Tristan. Okay, so the attackers are definitely pushing up and droning it out. Vigil decided to try to shoot the drone before even going into his not detectable phase. I'm interested in the reason he chose Vigil. So that Ash is creeping around, he can definitely push her if you need to. I don't believe that he knows that she pushed into that room right there as he was pushing out. Oh, James was able to pick up the kill on Bone Bros with a frag and then gun down. Okay, hold up. There's absolutely no need to teabag.
Nope, I'm teabagging.
Okay, you heard it here first. He's teabagging. Alright, so Buck and Mavic versus Valkyrie and Alibi. I feel like next game, whoever opposes James will probably ban Buck. But I hope that they decide for the next games or teams. It's going to be Bone Bros and Ethan and Dragon and James. So that would be the last team setup that they could do. So Alibi does have attachments on her gun. I understand certain attachments, such as an angled grip or a muzzle brake on the front of the gun, because those two are small and undetectable by most attackers at quick glance. They will just think you're the normal Alibi clone. But with the reflex and with the suppressor, the Alibi might be pretty detectable. So the drone already dipped out through the drone hole, so there's no way he's gonna be able to shoot that. Okay. So this Alibi's gonna prone next to basement door. That's not who I wanted to spectate. Can you stop this game? Okay. So we can see Ethan pushing down. James did a common peeking spot that he likes. That's above the basement door. Ethan's gonna throw in a frag. Should have cooked it slightly longer. He's going to cook this next one longer. I'm surprised Maverick has not decided to pop the hatch using his blowtorch. That would be a play that he could do, but he has not. Okay. So it looks like Maverick might push in. Both of them on that back area where he's peeking. Don't know if he knows that. He should not stand all the way up. Don't know why he's peeking left. Supposed to be peeking straight. If he peeked straight. Okay, so Ethan was able to pick up the kill on Dragon, killing the alibi as she walked out. But now they know the general location of each other. He got that wall bang. That was clean. Oh, that wasn't a complete wall bang. It was through that hole. But it was mostly a wall bang. I don't think he saw him when he did that. Looks like the blue team might dominate the orange team. That's a possibility, but they're using the same operators as the first round. Besides, Maverick was originally Nash. Okay, so Tristan is placing his nations out in the halls. Yeah, this is going to be a common speaking spot that I think one of them wants the other to blow up. Yeah, I think Tristan might be showing Dragon that spot. Looking at bullets breaking them up. Okay, he's gonna throw out more Legion mines up that way. He's gonna blow up that barricade. He might have destroyed his Legion mine with that. I don't know. He's trying to blow up the peeking spot, slightly damaging the roof. Whichever drone that was that just came into the room saw that he's using that spot. If it was James, he understands that spot. If it was Ethan, I don't know if he Oh, there's a fire truck going by. Yes, you'll have to listen to that. Okay, so James is peeking up the staircase. He knows where one of them is. He's right by the vigil. If you throw frag, you could probably get the vigil to either peek out or... And that sound is all that Buck needed to be able to doink the vigil. He's going to try to hit him with either the frag or the skeleton key. He did some damage with that frag, about half. And is now it's becoming an assault. Both of them pushing out. He's going to plant. Don't believe that the plant was necessary. He's going to teabag because he's toxic. Let's see how Tristan reacts to this. He is just creeping around the hallways, needs to push into one of the objectives. Is running right behind where James is, but he wouldn't know that. If he peeks hard right here, he can get James. If not, he dies. He wallbanged and got James. I don't know if he heard something, and he's out of time and can't win. The second that the timer at the top goes below 8, he's not able to win once they have it planted and everything. Snap swaps around. I think the blue team's just gonna dominate this match on the updated Oregon. So they're getting kid storms and main hall. with an Oryx, IQ, Jackal, and Doc. So Doc might be able to heal the Oryx after he busts through some walls. I don't know if that's their game plan, but that's always an option. Doc is not running ACOG. Now I can judge from that, but just gonna make a note of it. Wait, that's not the Doc's. That's Oryx. Oryx isn't running ACOG. They both have the same MP5, so just by looking at the gun, I thought it was Doc. The Doc may be running ACOG. The Doc is not running ACOG. It looks to be that they're running very similar, if not the same attachments. Doc takes out one of the intel drones. I don't know why he went Doc. I don't know for him to normally go Doc. You can see James instruct where to place the hardened cam or the bulletproof cam. I call them hardened for some reason. So that means they have 2 cams for intel, and they destroyed 2 of the drones on the enemy team that they had for intel. So you can see Bone pushing, using his drone just up against the barricade. I don't know what he's doing right here. Just has his drone up against the barricade. Dragon's going around. He's using the SMG. On this map it's fine, but on certain maps the SMG's range nerf, going back to a normal SMG, unlike an assault rifle, can definitely hurt it. Most locations on this map it still is fine for damage. He's getting shot before. There's becoming an assault. I don't think that the Jackal needs his thing on. So G-Face, so if someone just rushed out the door at him for whatever reason, he would also die with it. He is peeking that camera for some reason. Sees him. So he knows no one's on that camera. He's shooting through the wall, which was a very close guess to where someone was. Now someone sees him on the camera. He knows that. So he probably suspects someone to push him. He got shot from the side where he was shooting at, and it was a clean sweep by the blue team. Okay, so now who's getting called?
What's happening?
Why is it so easy?
Yo, now Dragon and James need to be on a team, so that we've had every team.
Wait, so hold up.
Is there any comments you would like to,
What?
comments or questions would you like to make about that match? I like that wallbang that Tristan did.
No, I did that wall bang. That was me.
Oh, well, I don't care.
No. The one where I was sitting in the corner as Buck.
Yeah.
I was going for the one tap
Yeah.
with the and fucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On purpose.
So you knew where he was?
Yeah, I heard you moving around to the left, so I was like, let me chuck this grenade and have it bounce off the wall. I threw it too short, it bounced up in the air.
Tristan and James swap sides.
Brightest explosion.
James swap sides.
No, I'm staying on blue. I like
Swap
blue.
sides, James.
I want.
You can't.
Okay, well,
If you stay on blue, I'm making blue defender first.
Make orange attack.
No, you're not gonna start as attack every single game. No, you can deal with being a defender first. Bye, homie. Okay, cancel it. So, Okay, so the orange team, I don't know who they're gonna ban, honestly. Probably Ash, if I had to take. Ash would make sense. Ash, okay, because both of them sometimes play Ash. Dan definitely does it a lot more. So they're probably going to ban either Buck or Zofia. Most likely Buck because of the plays he got that last game. Sophia, okay, I find that interesting even though he was popping off with Buck. So in defense, I don't know, honestly. Oh, maybe Vigil. They're probably gonna counter James, not Echo, maybe. No, Oryx. That's a weird pick, I guess. And then for the orange team defense, there we go. Alibi. Okay, okay. I'm surprised that no one's ever banned Legion. With Tristan playing Legion quite a bit. Legion would have made sense to ban for the orange team. Okay, so Bone is going. Okay, so they're going console office and meeting room. And Maverick, Jaeger, Maestro, and Nomad. Okay. Okay. Jaeger is just sitting there right now. They're both just sitting there right now. Oh yeah, they started moving. I'm interested in where this Maestro is going to place those cams. Okay. He might place one by yellow stairs and one in that main lobby area. Okay, he's going to place... Okay. Okay, so they took out Bone Bros' drone. They're going to blow up in between. I don't think he needs a reload for like the 4 ammo, or the 10? He shot 10, jeez. Okay. Oh, he tried going on his drones while being peeked by Skylight, and therefore that's an early loss for the defenders. So Nomad's peeking through Skylight and made a lot of noise with that fast break. I'll place an air jab by the hit James with that air jab. You're just gonna place another air jab in like basically the same spot. He's gonna place a second one very close by. So he's out of air jabs now, which might hurt him later. He's gonna break through this glass, making lots of noise. Peek down towards the lobby. Probably in repel, yep. He's going to pre-fire, although there's no one there and he's just making lots of noise. Still making lots of noise, got popped by Jaeger due to it. Because he really doesn't need to do that, and I think he's getting kind of cocky or impatient. If he had shot before crouching and anything, he would have hit Jaeger's head. But he didn't have quick enough reflexes. Okay, so Jaeger's gonna go on cams. Well, where's Maverick going? He was on Spiral Staircase, but now he's kind of just dipping out. Where is he? Okay, so he's going probably up towards the Skylight. It's not letting me spectate him. Don't know why that is, but I'll go back there. It's not letting me spectate anyone. Okay. So this glass is broken on Skylight. I believe there's still the 2 air jabs by Skylight. So he can safely go in there. Jaeger's sitting on cams in bathroom. He's going to rappel down. Okay. Do believe the Jaeger could hit him with a wallbang, but didn't. He has to push. Jaeger's in bathroom, and he got Jaeger, and that's a win for the attackers. I don't know what was up with that maestro cam on the replay cam, but that was weird. Okay, so they're going archives and tellers. Maverick, Mozzie, Bandit, nice pulling out the elite. Nope, going back to Doc. Sledge. Okay. So, Mozzie's just going to pre-place his pests by commonly droned doorways. Probably that hallway area. I don't like it when Mozzie's placed theirs on one edge of the big doorways. If they place them directly in the middle, they can cover the entire doorway. But on big doorways like that, when they place them towards the edge, it only covers about like 60%. Doesn't cover the whole doorway. But he did get one of the drones. And it was the stair camp. I'm guessing he's going to do something similar to what he did in the previous round and just have it anchor an area. It's supposed to just to go around and peek corners and stuff. If Mozzie could grab and throw drones like an attacker could, that could definitely be a bit of extra use in certain scenarios. So he has it more portably and doesn't have to drag it from one side of the map to the other when he wants it. But Mozzie's going to run around while Maverick's right by Tellers in the main lobby. Let's see if he goes to the bomb. He sees Mozzie but gets shot way too quickly because he missed all the shots. The defenders win the second round without any casualties. Okay. Last round for them being on the side that they're on, so last round for orange defense and blue attack. So James is gonna go Legion. I think Tan just has something for Breachers and stuff. Ash, Maverick, and Thermite. It's definitely something for Breachers. A Breacher boner. Okay, yeah, they did go Garage, so having the Twitch Thermite was smart. I don't know if that's what he wanted you to do. I think he wanted that reinforced. If this Mozzie didn't place one of his things by the drone hole, the Twitch is going to be able to slide in here. They don't have anything to shock the main garage door, so they're going to probably leave it soft, but they might reinforce it, which if they didn't would kind of surprise me. They're just going to leave it soft from what I can tell. Okay, so Bumbrose is going to safely bring his drone out there. Thermite charges have the benefit of being able to be used on hard walls, but when used on a soft wall, they only have downsides. There's no benefit to using a thermite charge on a soft wall. having to wait the few seconds for it to blow up is a disadvantage, and having the enemies being able to see where it's blowing up and being able to shoot it through a soft wall is also another disadvantage. So they brought thermite, I'm guessing, to breach the garage if they had gone here, but they haven't tried to breach the garage yet. Thermite might be breaching the garage in a second. No, he's right above the garage. He's creeping around. I'm unsure what he's gonna do. So they pinged. Bold move. Okay, so Ethan was able to pick up the kill on James as he was peeking the wrong direction when walking that corner. They're going to plant. He's probably going to pull this nation right now. The last defenders to the left of where Thermite is behind him. No. So defenders have already spotted the diffuser, which is interesting. I don't know if it was through a cam, most likely, because where he was. No, he might have spotted it himself. I'm not sure though. They are getting bold and trying to peek each other, but the Mozzie has to. The Mozzie might start trying to disable the diffuser, but he already popped the hatch up above, which is probably where the Twitch was going to sit, and that was very obvious. The Twitch was very predictable there, and he does not have enough time to do it anymore. The attackers win no matter what now. Let's see if he can pick up the extra kill. He was not able to, and the Twitch in fact picked up the extra kill. Okay, so now they've swapped up, so they might play a bit differently. Maybe the orange can win now on attack. I'm not sure. James is getting cocky, saying being on defense was a big advantage to them. But I think he was just saying that, trying to convince me to put him on attack. But now that he is on attack, he probably is going to win this round. They have gone in the basement. The attacking team does not have a hard breacher if they decided to barricade up the main door, but no one has busted through there, and the only way they really can bust through there is using Jackal's secondary, assuming he does not have the pistol. There's a cam right at your feet, Valkyrie. Okay, so Valkyrie's placing his cams. Did not decide to place a single one outside. And now Valkyrie's roaming. There's no way that they can... I believe that the Jackal probably has the shotgun as the secondary, but it's the only way that they can get through the garage door. Which is not a very useful way. They dropped the diffuser, which I think they were just passing it on. Yes, they were probably just passing it on, and Jackal was able to track the feet. Shackled by Jackal. Although he is moving around between every ping, he did not move what room he was in, which could have killed him, but didn't. Okay. Peeking around the corners. Dragons up. James sitting on the stairs. Speaking the cameras. I don't want to spectate you. Being on third floor, I find. Oh wait, that's only a second. I thought that was third. Forgot that Amaru got a shotgun as her secondary, so they both have shotgun secondaries. I thought it's looking grave for the blue team, but they can still somehow pull this back this round. No, they probably cannot. Yeah, no, he was able to shoot him through the archives. Great. And I believe that the blue team or the orange team might be able to pull this around now. Well, they're now blue. Or it won't know. They're now still orange. Okay, so Bumber's getting the Asian, which is normal. And Amaru's coming out again, but Nomad this time instead of Jackal. Jackal kind of helped, but not that much. So right now, Valk is just standing still. AFK, I got an invite, so he might have gotten the same invite and is responding. While Legion's walking around, throwing his mines all over the place. Are they going to suspect a skylight peek again, or not? Because he might want to throw down one of his Legions below a skylight, but he's going to reinforce by skylight. No, he stopped that. He did throw one of his Legions below skylight, as I suspected. Okay, so he's camming it out. They have a cam in skylight. That could be a smart play. Mara is probably going to rappel to the roof and peek skylight, but I don't believe Mara would drop skylight, knowing them as a person. And Mara's droning it out and is probably contemplating repelling that window, and that's why they're using their drone, to make sure that room is clean before shouting that in. So Mara made it into the objective, but Nomad's the one with the diffuser, so Mara wasn't able to get this cheeky plant. Legion's pushing in from Mara's right, might pre-charge that. Legion might have just given away himself by throwing that mine. Okay, so Nomad repelled in and is planting. And Legion trying to peek the room, but can't see anyone. They were able to get the plant off. Mara's deciding to reload. Straight through the wall. Now it's gone into gunfight. Legion was able to get cheeky bust through. Good thing he didn't reinforce, but he died. But so did both of the enemies, so they'll be able to disarm this. They have plenty of time to do so. So that's another dub for the blue team. This could be anyone's game if the orange gets a win here and we go into overtime. And okay, so Legion Clash, that's an interesting play when Valkyrie seemed to work in the previous round. Jackal and Amaru. Jackal and Amaru have been working for them, even though Jackal only came for the first round. Amaru has been doing wonders. Okay, so he's gonna place his Legion mines by the stairs. By the stairs? Yeah, okay. Okay, so he's gonna blow up hatch. Almost missed it with his impact. Clash I don't know what Clash is doing. I think Clash is gonna stay by the hatch and drop down it if ever necessary. I'm more interested in what Clash is doing this game, to be honest. Okay. Okay, that was another interruption. There might be another one soon. So the two attackers are in the basement right now. Gosh, they might plant archives, but I don't know. I do believe that the Clash knows where the Jackal is. If they get the Amaru, this is, and are both still alive. Oh no, Legion got taken out. This is most likely a win for the orange team, and if that's true, oh, he's planting.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Oh, now we're going into overtime for the first time. Okay. Okay, Maverick from Dan. I had Knock from Bone Bros. And a Mozzie and an Ella. Ella is an interesting pick. I was not suspecting that. But I forgot how long an overtime was. So. I don't remember if it was extended beyond the one or if it was extra. Okay, so pop the hatch. I think shotgun secondary is always just like really nice to do hatch work and peeking holes. Shotgun secondaries are not often used as an actual weapon. Just gonna watch the windows. He's knocked there in a frag grenade. And then also Maverick throw a frag grenade. Okay. Okay, so there's where Maverick was. He's by Skylight. By the spiral skylight. He's going to rappel down. Or is he going to go all the way in here? Okay, so I'm interested in how this match is going to go because one of them is still on the roof. I do believe. Yeah, he's rappelling down the side. Ella's going down for a rush out. Ella died because of it. Even though both Nox SMG or Smoke's SMG and Ella's SMG are not very good long range, so they both tried using them decently long range and it didn't work out. Okay, so now it comes down to a 1v1. One of them's at half HP without any gadgets, the other has Nitro and is full HP. And so I do believe it's pushing in favor for one side. But he is in the basement, so if you grab the diffuser, you can probably put, not basement, but the bottom floor. You might have seen him on a Mozzie drone or a cam, just in general, but I forgot that he was hidden. So the Mozzie drone just saw him. I saw the blue lights popping up. He doesn't see the Mozzie drone on the bomb. So now Mozzie knows he's in there. He got hit by another grid, so not mine. And it's not much advantage to him. To the left is where Mozzie actually is, unless he pushes around. He's going to start the plant, as he needs to, because he only has 20-something seconds. She thought he heard something, but he actually didn't, and sticking would have been better there.
15 seconds to go. Attackers activating diffuser.
Okay, so he was able to get the plant off. He's gonna camp by hatch. He's holding a really good angle for himself. So, as long as he might have a bit of a difficult time pushing in, let's see how he handles with it. And attackers won round 7. I do believe there's more rounds after that. I don't know exactly how many. No, there was no more rounds. I thought there were more. Okay.
What's that? You fucking looked at him. I'm fucking annoyed. Stop! Fuck! I don't care how red my face is. Go!
What is happening?
Because I just got fucking pissed because he's seen bombos and didn't even fucking shoot him. I don't care. I'm pissed.
Yo, who was playing Jackal?
That was Dragon.
Yo, Dragon, I had to play off of my charging dock. That's why you killed me when I was playing as Clash. That's why you killed me.
You're having a panic disorder.
Dragon, you killed me because my playing really awkwardly.
Oh!
What?
You just ruined my rug. Thank you. Okay, fuck. Yeah,
So are we doing any more?
You guys are sweating so fucking hard. Fuck you, you sweat.
We weren't sweating, James.
No, I swear to God. The fucking I never should have ran out with Ella's fucking SMG.
Did the
Yeah, you
baby
should.
lose his binky?
Honestly, you would have done if you ran out with the you would have done better if you ran out with the
Yeah, I
pistol
know.
and not the SMG. You had way too much recoil and way too little damage.
I don't care. I don't care, Bumbers. I don't care.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
I don't know. Ranked?
Ranked now?
We should do Michael Myers. That'd be fun.
No, you literally.
Yeah.
Shut up, you.
Did the baby wavy lose
I
his
got pissed
binky?
off that we lost because you fucking
Ethan, shut up.
are fucking trying your best, bro. But you're trying your best in a fucking custom
We really
game.
weren't though, James.
That's
You're-
right.
It's
just
not a
real-
big deal. It was a custom game and you all are yelling at each other over it.
Fuck
Yeah.
Ethan, you're not a human being.
You're literally an alien. I can't fucking join because my game is trying. I think I might have to restart my app.
Yo, the game shows off the player's skill, so if your game's being trash, you're being trash.
Shut up. Shut up, you fuck.
My game is
I
smooth
think
like
the game
butter.
just said, nah, you can't play. The toxicity level needs to cool for a little bit. Getting a little too hot.
Okay,
It's
who's
like
ready
red.
to start a rank?
No,
Me,
no,
let's
no,
start it
no,
without
no,
James.
no,
Let's start it
no,
without
no,
James.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Start it
have a
without
viewer now. He is
James.
pretty gamer.
Don't start it. Don't start it
Number
without me.
15. Starting a